알려주시기 바랍니다.
Sir, General here, Mr. President.
I hope that discussions we have here today shed light on the pathway to innovation 4.0. After all, we want to make this world a better place to live. Thank you very much.
방상 선생님 말씀 감사합니다. Thank you, Mr. 방상훈.
4 years later, I was elected governor of our capital city, Jakarta. Jakarta is a little bigger than Solo, just a little bit. The problems are a lot bigger. But what do I like to do? I like to walk. So I walk around and I walk and I walk and I walk. The problems in Jakarta were bigger, but the solution turned out to be similar. For example, one project which was stalled for more than 14 years was the Jakarta Outer Ring Road. 14 years, it was 90% completed, but nobody could complete the last 10%. There were 144 families living on the land which has to be cleared to complete the road. They refused to relocate. Again, I went there and I talked to the people. This time I only had to meet them around 6 times. Only around 6 times. I think by then people already know me, so I don't have to meet them so many times. I also invite them for lunch, for dinner, but this time only 4 times, not 20 times. After 5 months, they also agreed to relocate. And then Jakarta finally had its completed ring road. By the way, we finally developed a term for all my walking around. We call it belusukan. To translate into English, we could say it means management by walking around. 2 years later, I elected President of Indonesia. I don't walk anymore. Now I fly. I would like to walk, but Indonesia is very big country. The distance from west to east is the same distance as from London to Dubai. or from Los Angeles to New York. 2/3 of our territory is ocean, is water. We consist of more than 17,000 islands. We are the largest maritime economic zone in the world. Our population is 252 million people, the fourth largest in the world. We are the largest Muslim population on the planet with around 215 million Muslims. Actually, I was just joking. I still walk, but now I fly and I walk. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it is wise and just of the Kosun Ilbo newspaper in this year's leadership conference agenda to draw attention to one of great paradoxes of today's innovation. We live in the age of unprecedented innovation, robotics, artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, 3D printing. Yet, at the same time, we now live in an age of unprecedented instability. There is unprecedented income inequality. We are seeing security threat around the world. The world economy is soft and economic recovery is fragile. I believe we must admit innovation creates winners and losers. And as the innovation gets bigger, we will create bigger and bigger winners. And if we are not careful, also bigger and bigger losers. The gap between the biggest winners and the biggest losers creates the inequality. The disappointment from being the biggest losers creates the shame, the anger that drives people to extremism, to radicalism, and from there to violence. The inequality and the violence then create anxiety that damages confidence in the world economy. Maybe we must admit we have enough innovation in technology and businesses, but we need more innovation in social practices. We need more innovation in the mindset of government. We need innovation to make the winners from innovation care more about the losers from innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, our culture is famous for our harmony in diversity. We call it Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. From east to west, from north to south, we have hundreds of ethnic groups speaking dozens of dialects, practicing 6 major religions. But diversity is about more than just ethnic and religion. It is about differences in how we look, in personality. It is about differences between the faith of the winners and the faith of the losers. We must broaden our tolerance of differences, our reconciliation of differences to differences in social class, differences in how we dress, differences in belief. We must embrace those who look different from us, who think different from us. If we walk with them, if we invite them to walk with us, they will walk with us. Walking together is a powerful thing. We must walk together through the nice places. We must walk together through the difficult places. But wherever we walk, we must walk together. And when we walk together, more and more people will walk with us. Until in the end, we have everyone. And I mean everyone. Gatsi Gapsida. Gamsa Habnida. Thank you very much.